Namaste Narasringhaya Kaladala Dadayane Hiranyakashipu Bakaha Silatam Kalnakanaye. Ito Nisringa Parato Nisringo Yato Yato Yamitato Nisringo Ahir Nisringo Ridaye Nisringo Nisringa Madim Saranam Papa. You know that song. I never sang it. The prayer to Nisringadev. Jai Nisringa. Jai Nisringa Pali Ki Jai. Nisringa Pali Dham. Haribo. Haribo devotees. Todos devotees.
Very nice photo of Nrisimhadev, right? Background.
Thank you.
Thank you. Happy to see you, Maharaja and devotee.
How is
Today,
Priyatama today? You feeling better?
very little fine. Thank you, Maharaj.
Okay, good. Haribo.
A special day.
Jai.
Happy.
Nisringadev. Prahlad Nisringa.
You had prasadam, Ekadasi prasadam, Dayananda?
Bueno, Maharaj, in the morning I go to work. Hoy need to go to my work. I had prasada in the. ¿A qué hora tomé prasada? 3
o'clock.
3 o'clock in the afternoon, because in the morning I go to other town to give chess class for a festival in festival. Very people I class chess in the morning. No, I know. No, I don't know can make devotional activity in the morning. I'm sorry. Prasada, ¿qué tomamos? Prasada, no, Bhagavati, Prasada, arepa, cookie, arepa, Venezuela, food, Venezuela, and cheese, dal, and dal,
Rice.
White, ¿de qué fue el jugo? Naranja.
Sí,
Orange. Which orange?
Okay. But you cannot take those grains on Ekadasi, on Nrisimha Chaturdasi. So you can take it tomorrow. You can offer to Lord, but you can take Ekadasi in the evening. Ekadasi Prasad. On Nrisimha Chaturdasi.
Okay.
You don't know? You don't know?
No, I don't know that, Maharaj.
You can see in the calendar, you have to fast until evening, and evening you have to take Ekadasi Prasad, and next day you have to break the fast.
Okay. In the calendar, you send me time, no? Calendar, no?
Yes.
Okay.
That is Indian, but I don't know about Spain time.
It should be the same for the festivals. We do the same for the festivals as India. Only Ekadasi is different days.
Okay.
I think Govind Maharaj said something like that. We worship the same festivals as in India, but the Ekadasi can be different according to the location.
Okay.
Chaturdasi.
Hmm.
I don't know if Chaturdasi or Amavas. Today I think it's Amavas here because we have lunar eclipse.
Where? Today, there, Maharaj?
Here, they're going to be a total lunar eclipse.
No le entiendo, están hablando algo
It will be dark in the daytime?
No, at night. At night it will be, at 10:30 tonight will be total eclipse of the moon.
Oh.
So that means here it is Amavas already. Nrisimhadev appeared between Chaturdasi and Amavas.
No, on the Chaturdasi day.
Okay. He appeared at sunset,
Yes.
neither day nor night.
We have offered some laddus to him today.
Krishna Keshava made a cake for Nrisimhadev. What kind of cake?
Red velvet.
A red velvet cake. A bloody cake.
Huh?
He hecho un cake, un pastel.
They made a bloody cake.
Anindita paint the pitch paint. Anindita paint. Lord Nrisimha.
Beautiful.
Today?
Thank you.
No.
Today no.
1 year.
1 year.
More 6 months, no?
Sí.
6 months painting.
Por India. Para India.
Me devotional and hermosa. Huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Devotional art.
So who is coming today, Maharaj? Anyone?
I don't know, Maharaj.
Where's Subir?
Who?
Subir. He likes to come. What's his name? Prabir. Prabir. He likes to come to see the devotees now.
Oh.
Prabir.
Pranam.
Prabir is
Pranam is here in Narsingapalli, but he's taken rest now.
Okay.
Whole day fasting, everybody taken rest now.
Okay. And you're still going?
I had 2 hours sleep, then I wake up.
Oh, I see. Hare Krishna. I have so much energy. These people who are criticizing you, I heard that Krishna Kesava was reading. Somebody was writing to you, some lady.
Ina Castelli.
Huh?
Ina Castelli.
Ena Castelli.
Anna Castelli. She was writing to you so many things. Why don't you say the same thing about love, sweetness, beauty? She's telling you these things. But you are the Acharya. You are doing so many things. You're taking care of the temple. The deities, the cows, the devotees, paying all the bills, raising the money, instructing them in so many things. And she thinks she can tell you about love and loving service. What kind of foolishness? These people have no intelligence to see things properly. They think devotional service is all about sweet words, just merely words. They're not. They're not the essence. I call them imposter Paramahamsas. They talk like Paramahamsa, but really they don't know what is surrender, what is service. They don't know. Only talk, blah, blah, blah.
Oh no, the signal cut. They didn't hear that. Why?
Too blasphemous.
Years in the mission for last many years.
Yeah,
It's not so surprising.
yeah. You are
It's more,
here teaching surrender. They're trying to teach surrender. And they're talking all these things.
Why is this frozen?
It said internet is unstable.
I think it's working now.
Okay now?
I think.
Which internet models?
Our internet, it said unstable.
this morning I write to message for Anna Castelli in Facebook, and speaking about little Nrisimha, about she write misconception. No fine. I write little. I go to work, but I write to she. I think she is disciple the Mickey Mouse. I think she is the Mickey Mouse disciple.
They will say so many things and do so many things. Surrender is not one of them. Most important.
She no use name, devotional name. She use I don't know karmic name. Why she use karmic name? No devotee. Devotee use devotional name. Why she no use devotional name? No devotee.
Crookedness means no devotion. Crooked. She is crooked.
Yes. Other people, Victor Diaz, attacked to Maharaj. Victor Diaz, I think Mexico. In the front page Facebook, Srila, Sri Chaitanya Saraswat, Peru. Victor Diaz post fought the Ashram Maharaj, Janardhan Maharaj, en instalación de sucesión, y Victor Diaz post. attacking in Spanish. Aditinanda.
I think people are mostly silent these days, I think. After Mickey Mouse become the Acharya. Most of his followers not speaking so much.
One moment.
Hare Krishna, Aditinandan Prabhu ki jai.
Andaba.
How are you, Aditinandan? ¿Cómo estás?
Bien, bien, gracias. Gracias.
What is the name of cat?
Nrisimha, Nrisimha.
Se llama Niskam. Prabhu, que sharp. Little observation in WhatsApp for Maharaj.
Maharaj, I have observed
Please.
that. Maharaj, I have observed that all those who attack Shanta Maharaj and us, his students, are all people who use karmi names. It seems strange to me.
No use devotional name. Victor Dia, Ena Castelli. No devotional name.
Mhm. Even ordinary persons are not so envious. Ordinary persons, generally, they're not so like that, talking so much in a negative way. These are the lower class people, lower type people.
Dice el Maharaj que son personas ordinarias porque no usan el nombre devocional.
If you don't like somebody, they just usually go away. They don't even bother to talk. But they are trying to say something. In a negative way.
Ellos no son unos buenos hermanos, por lo tanto ellos van por el camino negativo. No son buenos hermanos.
Today I was reading Bhagavatam, and I have seen, Maharaj, that Hiranyakashipu is teaching scriptures to the relatives of Hiranyaksha. And he was teaching about soul, about, samsara, all these things. Even a demon can, cite the scriptures, but he not, realize those things. He's using those scriptural, things for his own purpose.
What did he use that for? Why was he telling them about the soul?
Because he wanted to pacify them.
I see.
They were unhappy. Hiranyaksha being killed. the sons of Hiranyaksha, wife of Hiranyaksha, and the mother, his mother. They were very sad that Varahadev killed Hiranyaksha.
Oh, I see. All right. You have some program, Maharaj, in mind that you wanted to do today?
Maharaj, just whatever Maharaj you want to hear from you.
Hare Krishna. I am hoping you're talking. You will talk.
We want to hear from you, Srila Shanta Maharaj.
Huh? You want to hear from Mickey Mouse or Donald Duck? Which one? So many characters, huh? Daffy Duck. I was thinking that Prahlad Maharaj, he did not pray to Nrisimhadev for protection. I don't remember any place in the Bhagavatam where he was praying for protection. Somehow or other, he was always feeling protected. He knew that the Lord Narayan was always there to protect him. And so fearlessly, he was teaching about the Lord. And whatever persecution his father was doing to him, he accepted that peacefully, without resistance, and even without fear, and not even asking that the Lord will protect him, but confident. He had that confidence. The Lord will protect him always. And it's one of the limbs, actually, of surrender, to accept the Lord's protection, to have the confidence that the Lord will protect you. So it doesn't say to ask for the Lord's protection, but to have the confidence that the Lord will protect you. Now, this Srila Prabhupada, he would write his name, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. He would write his name. If you see his signature, he always put A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Now that A.C., what is the meaning of that? Before he was sannyas, his name was A.C. Day, a Bengali name, Day. He came from the Day family. The surname was Day. Day means God, divinity. And A.C. was his other name. That was Abhay Charan Day. Abhay Charan Day. So that Abhay means without fear. Bhaya means fear. Abhay means without fear. And Charan means the lotus feet. Charanarvinda, Charan, the feet. Abhay Charan. So the meaning of his name was fearless at the feet of the Lord. Abhay Charan Day. Fearless at the feet of the Lord. So he always put his initials A.C. Abhay Charan. Fearless at the feet of the Lord. And we can see when he came from India to the US, he got on that ocean liner, whatever that was, some kind of
Kaladuta.
Chaladuta, whatever that was, a freight boat or something like that. Wasn't even a proper ocean liner. Then how he just looked danger in the face. His heart was not well. He had no money. I was an old man, and still he just got on that ocean, on that boat, and crossed the ocean, a difficult Atlantic Ocean crossing. And faced so many difficulties along the way. Quite fearless, actually, when you think how an older gentleman can do like that, even with failing health. Well, not failing, but he was very delicate health. And what prospect did he have that was unknown to him? Only he took the order of his spiritual master very seriously and tried to enact that or carry that out. Charan. So he's a very good example of how, I think, how a devotee knows that the Lord is always protecting him without worrying about how that protection or praying for that protection to come. Confident in that protection of the Lord. What a beautiful thing, huh? Because Vaikuntha means no worry, without anxiety. So Vaikuntha, a transcendental person, he doesn't have any concern like that, no anxiety for what will happen or not happen. Fully conscious. Vasudeva Saramiti, as Krishna tells in the Gita. Everything is Vasudeva, everything is there. Whatever there is, Krishna is there. He is the source of everything. So his energy is everywhere. And so Prahlad saw that also. He didn't have to make a special request. Generally, those who are in the material conception of life, they may feel that there are so many dangers around them and they need some protection. But the devotee feels the Lord is around him. The Lord is surrounding him. What protection do I need from anyone? The Lord is there. That's the idea. So Srila Maharaj would always explain that a devotee doesn't ask the Lord for anything, even protection. But he's confident that protection is there nonetheless. Then the next thing is, what do we say? How do we pray to Lord Nrisimha? What devotional mood can we have toward Lord Nrisimha? So there's this Bhaktivinoda Thakur has written this Navadhi Bhavataranga, and he gave some prayers there, 4 or 5 prayers about how a devotee can relate to Nrisimhadev. I don't know, maybe Maharaj, did you read that today from Bhaktivinoda Thakur? Navadhi Bhavataranga.
No, Maharaj.
No? Then maybe can I read that?
Yes, Maharaj.
He says, "E dusta hridayakar Hari Rupa Chaya Kutinati Pratihasa Satya Sararaya Hridaya Sudana Ar Krishna Raja Vasana Shringa Charane Mora Eto Kamana." And it means, with my sinful heart, the 6 enemies headed by lust perpetually reside, as well as duplicity, the desire for fame, and sheer cunning. At the lotus feet of Lord Nrisimha, I hope that he will mercifully purify my heart and give me the desire to serve Lord Krishna. So to purify the heart, to remove the evil tendencies within the heart, destroy the evil tendencies within the heart. Nrisimhadev comes, like Krishna explains in the Gita, Paritranaya Sarunam Vinashaya Chadusakam. Paritranaya Sarunam, he comes to save, to serve his devotees, save them, and Vinashaya Chadusakam, and to destroy the demons. But in this Kali Yuga, everyone has demons within their own heart. So many evil propensities. So that has to be destroyed also. Not the outside demon, but the inside ones. And one who is fully conscious of his actual, but sambandha, real position. He knows. He knows what is what. That those unsurrendered tendencies are there in the heart. And they have to be removed.
It stopped
What stuff?
just now. The feed.
Oh,
Eh,
Hare Krishna.
speak for Aditinanda. General idea, you speak
No
in
sound,
Spanish.
Maharaj.
Harinanda is offering to give general idea of what he
okay,
said.
okay.
And you're back.
Thank you, Maharaja. Pero Aditinanda, el Maharaja, yo no sé bien el inglés, tú lo sabes, ¿vale? Pero más o menos pillo algunas cosas. Lo que el Maharaja explicó dos cosas importantes. Primero, del nombre Srila Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada, dice A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Y el Maharaja explicó que A.C. era el nombre de él antes, que era Abhay Sharan. Y entonces Sharan es protección. Y Abhay Sharan significa aquel que es protegido bajo los pies del Señor, del Señor Supremo. Entonces estaba explicando que, por ejemplo, Srila Prabhupada cuando viajó en el barco, el Yaladukta, ¿no? A él le dio un ataque al corazón y fue protegido por fue protegido por el Señor porque él tenía una misión. Entonces por eso se escribe A.C. Más o menos esa es la explicación que dio el Maharaja. Y ahora el Maharaja estaba leyendo de la Shastra acerca del señor Nrisimha, que un poco también explica acerca de que el señor Nrisimha destruye por ejemplo, a los demonios, a las personas, a todas esas entidades negativas. Él es también en cierta forma como un protector. Y también entendí que habla un poquito de Prahlad Maharaj y las oraciones que él también hacía intensas, y por medio de esas oraciones de Prahlad Maharaj, entonces él fue protegido por el señor Nrisimha. Más o menos esa es la idea. Y disculpe cualquier error en lo que yo le estoy diciendo. Gracias.
Gracias, Prabhu Harinanda.
Share.
Okay. All right. And then now we're reading the prayer of Bhaktivinoda Thakur to Lord Nrisimha. How to express devotion to Nrisimhadev. Bhaktivinoda has given us these prayers. How we can pray to Nrisimha. Guru Maharaj told, we don't pray to Nrisimha for anything. We don't pray to the Lord for anything. We want to serve the Lord. We don't want him to serve us. Then what kind of prayer can we give to Lord Nrisimha? And so he has given an example for us in these prayers that he has written in the Bhava Taranga. In this first prayer, he prays, please remove the evil with my own heart. You are coming, Vinashaya Chaduskritam, but I am a rascal. I have this rascal things in my own heart. These have to be destroyed. So you please take care of those, and so that I can become a devotee without having to be attacked by those demons. Comprende?
El Maharaj leyó un poquito un verso de Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur en una escritura que también menciona algo sobre el señor Nrisimha, que él viene a castigar a los rascalos, los bribones, a los bribones y a proteger a los devotos. Algo así, en resumen, lo que está diciendo. O sea, el Maharaj está citando distintas partes de extractos de escritura o pensamientos de nuestros guardianes acerca del tema de hoy, que es el señor Nrisimha. Vale, pero recuerda,
Yo tengo
no
una
es
pregunta.
literal, es una idea.
Yo tengo una pregunta para el Maharaj, Prabhu. ¿Cuál es la diferencia cómo se diferencia un demonio de un devoto? ¿Qué razón hay para llamar a alguien demonio? ¿Qué es la característica del demonio? ¿Cuál es la característica?
Maharaj, Aditinanda Prabhu, question, what is different entre demon people and devoted people? What
Caracteres.
One person see to know this person is demon or this is demon or this is devotee. Understand?
Difference is Sharanagati. Sharanagati
Okay.
is surrender. Who is surrendered soul? Who has the pratishta, ego? That is demon. Who is surrendered soul? That is devotee. We can't just by seeing, by looking. They have to understand by their activities, their mood, their mentality. Then we can understand. Even then, it's difficult because how do you know who is surrendered or not? But anyhow, we have our guru and we try to understand in relation to Guru Dev. But otherwise, Govinda Maharaj always used to say, how do we know who is devotee, who is not devotee? Devotee can act in any way. Nityananda Prabhu is unpredictable. But anyhow, in the practicing stage, we have our Guru Dev, and who is humble and submissive and surrendered, wants to surrender, we accept them as devotees. That will be beneficial for us in our life of surrendered service. Maharaj, what do you say?
Maharaj, I think Srila Siddhar Maharaj, that I was reading one article of Govinda Maharaj, he not liked devotees to go to Nrsimhapalli except during, the Bonafide Parikrama. He was saying that why are you going to Nrsimhadev? You go to Nityananda Prabhu, you will get everything. And Govinda Maharaj says, it is not to make any offense to Nrsimhadev, but in his exclusive mood of, dedication to Radha Krishna in the line of Rupanuga conception, that he was, so absorbed in that. So the devotees, so absorbed and not compromised with, any other, mood of devotion. So he was expressing that. But Govind Maharaj says that I have made some compromise because
Maybe we should connect to your hotspot.
Benediction so easy.
Yeah, unfortunately, our internet connection here is not good. I
You
missed.
could not hear, Maharaj, what I
We
said?
could not. Yeah, we could not hear. 1 minute.
Can I repeat? Repeat, Maharaj?
1 minute. We're trying something else.
Puedo, in Spanish for
Okay.
Aditinanda.
1 minute. 1 minute, Prabhu. Harinanda Prabhu. Okay.
Okay.
Maharaj, can you repeat, please?
Yes, Maharaj. I was reading an article of Srila Govinda Maharaj today morning about, how Rupanuga, devotees or Gaudiya devotees, they see the worship of Nrsimhadev. Then Srila Govinda Maharaj was saying that Srila Guru Maharaj not wanted devotees to go to Nrsimhapalli, and he only wanted that they should go during the Navadvip Dham Parikrama. As you know, they go to different places, but he used to say when somebody wants to go there, you should go to Nityananda Prabhu, he will give everything to you. Why you have to go to Nrsimhadev? Then Siddhar Maharaj used to say something like that. So Govind Maharaj saying it is not to think any offensive way that, towards Nrsimhadev, but in his absorption to Radha Krishna's devotion, he was, expressing things like that. But, the Rupanuga sadhu generally, they don't compromise with any other, types of devotion when they're absorbed in, this type of mood. But I have made some compromise, Govind Maharaj says, because if I don't do that, then many will leave the mission or sampradaya of Guru Maharaj, he says. Especially when the Westerners came, they always want to visit different places of Dham because they cannot come during Navadvip Dham Parikrama. So they want to go to Nrsimhapalli or Mayapur or Champahati or different places. So in that way, he feels that he made some connection with Nrsimhapalli.
Yes, that's right. And Harinanda wants to translate?
Acerca de tu pregunta, Prabhu, el Maharaja dijo que la diferencia entre un demonio y un devoto es muy simple saberlo, es la rendición. Rendición. Si una persona surrender, o sea, si una persona está rendida al Señor, entonces ya esa es una característica que no es un demonio. Pero entonces te podrá preguntar, y si no veo al Señor, ¿a quién debo rendirme? Entonces, surrender o rendición también es al guru, seguir la instrucción del guru. Si tú sigues al guru, a la instrucción, te rindes al gurudeva, entonces eso es un devoto. Un devoto es aquel que está rendido al Señor y a Gurudeva. Y esa es la diferencia. Un demonio es una persona que no sigue a un guru fidedigno, puede seguir aparentemente a un guru, pero no está rendida. Puede hablar con un lenguaje muy florido, puede hablar cosas muy bellas, pero esas palabras son vacías, no tienen ningún sentido porque no está rendida, no tiene una sinceridad. Entonces, es muy fácil, surrender, rendición.
Yeah. But in Krishna Lila, the gopis, the gopas, they never go to Nrsimhadeva. They are always thinking Krishna and Balaram will protect us. In Mahaprabhu Lila, however, even Mahaprabhu himself went to Nrsimhapalli. He used to go. But they went for play. They would put on a play. And Nrsimhadev, even Mahaprabhu would play the part of Nrsimhadev. Because they saw it was the fun of Lord, of Narayan, to play like that, to show his manly, his courage, or his heroic nature, how he protects his devotee. It was all in the mood of playing with Hiranyakashipu and even Hiranyaksha. they were his devotees. They were his guardsmen at the Vaikuntha gate. So he was playing with them. And they were playing also with Narayan. So they saw it in a different way. It was a loving exchange for them, that the Lord can demonstrate his ira, potency, his ira rasa. And like that, he was tasting some pleasure from that. And they wanted to give that pleasure to him. So how we see that is a different thing from in Mahaprabhu's pastimes and Krishna's pastimes. It depends on the way the Emperor Guru Maharaj used to say the angle of vision, how we are seeing things. So in the pure rasa consideration, it may be that Nrisimhadev doesn't hold such a prominent place. But we see that even the worshippers of Mahaprabhu and Mahaprabhu himself were not dismissive of Nrisimhadev. And the other thing is that even in the Yoga Pit, Bhaktisiddhanta wanted to put the Nrisimhadev because some anti-party was trying to disturb the mutt there. And so they put the Nrisimhadev deity there also
That was placed because Bhaktivinoda Thakur has observed a wind that is going from here to Singapore.
Yes. So anyhow, so that is there in the Yoga Pit itself by Bhaktisiddhanta, who was the strict group follower. And like that, I think they did that also in Mayapur to protect against any people who are coming to disturb. I know Prabhupada had so many disturbances from anti-party coming to help, trying to stop him.
Also, Mahaprabhu went to many Nrsimha temples in the South India, basically to convert those, Nrsimha devotees to Krishna devotees. So he went there and,
Oh, yes?
And, yes. And he talked with them and, he convinced them to become devotees and the Ram devotees also. And he went to even Ganesh temple also to Durga temples. Everywhere Mahaprabhu went there to bring them to, the mood that he was to preach.
So if we see those pastimes as the Leela of the Lord, then it's different than asking him for protection. It's seeing Krishna in his particular mood and appreciating that he is having his fun. Is enjoying himself in that way. And it is not serious business. Fighting and so forth. That's a lighter version, a lighter vision, happier vision, sweeter vision. And the pastime between Prahlad and Nrisimhadev is very sweet also.
Mahaprabhu listened it 100 times.
I'm sorry?
Mahaprabhu listened the Prahlad's pastime and Dhruva pastime 100 times. Before he entered into higher topics.
Okay. So our main emphasis on Prahlad, not on Nrisimha anyhow. Our main emphasis. Just like we emphasize Hanuman, not Ram so much. The service mood is there. And we appreciate that wherever it is found.
And Srila Saraswati Thakur, when he was doing Brajamandal Parikrama and he reached to Radhakund, instead of talking about Radharani and higher topics, he talked about Prahlad's, devotion. Yeah. And he told that I don't want, to act like a Sahajiya. Have we ever reached to the platform that Prahlad Maharaj has reached? If not, then why should I, pretend and discuss these higher topics first?
Oh, español.
No, only que Prabhu, que Chava Prabhu pasó un pequeño mensaje, dice, de lo que estaban hablando ellos, aunque el devoto tiene fe en que el Señor, el devoto en general, siempre tiene fe en que el Señor lo está protegiendo. Por naturaleza, un devoto tiene fe que el Señor lo está protegiendo. Sin embargo, el devoto nunca hace oraciones para que el Señor lo proteja. ¿Sabes por qué? Porque el devoto no quiere, un verdadero devoto no quiere tomar el servicio del Señor. Entonces, eso es el secreto que enseñó Srila Bhakti Raksasiddhat de Goswami Maharaja, que el devoto tiene fe en el Señor, pero no ora para que Él lo proteja. Entonces, las oraciones que Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur hizo y que comentó el Maharaj leyó un poco, se refieren a ese tema. De que el devoto ni siquiera le pide nada al Señor, ni siquiera protección. Ella desciende sola. Esa es la actitud de un devoto.
Jai.
Also,
All right, so the next prayer,
this is for Harinanda.
Bhaktivinoda.
If you could read.
Yadyapi Bishanamurti Dusta Jiva Prati Praladari Krishna Bhakta Jane Bhadra Ati Kabeva Prasana Hoy Sakripa Vachane Nirbhaya Karibe Buddha Akinchane. Even though Lord Nrisimha is terrifying toward the sinful souls, he offers great auspiciousness to the devotees of Lord Krishna, headed by Prahlad Maharaj. When will he be pleased to speak words of compassion unto me, a worthless fool, and thereby make me fearless? Lord Nrisimhadev was talking to Prahlad. He was able to communicate directly with the Lord. And which shows how highly elevated Prahlad Maharaj was, to be able to talk to the Lord, even though he was a small boy. And then Prahlad was actually trying to calm the Lord, make him peaceful, because he was so angry, and asking the Lord to have mercy on him and on his father even. His father had tortured him his whole life. Still he was asking to please have compassion on my father, have compassion on me, have compassion on all these sinful people. They're doing so many things that are wrong. But without your mercy, how will they be able to get out from the fear of this world, the terrible fear of being born, living in this material world where there are so many, tragedies, so many different events that can kill us, basically. Says that life in this material world is like a drop of water on a lotus leaf. On a lotus leaf, when the drop of water is there, at any time it can roll off. And our life is like that, very delicate. At any moment we may be finished. We may roll off this earth. Like that. To be fearless, Vaikuntha, without anxiety, That requires us surrender to the Lord and thereby having the Lord's automatically affectionately protecting such a surrendered soul. I remember once Srila Maharaj told also about Prabhupada. He said that Prabhupada made himself so empty when he was on his voyage on the Jaladuta across the Atlantic. He said he made himself so empty that the Lord had to come, and protect him. He had absolutely no hope of anything for himself, for his own self. He could not feel any capacity within himself to do what had to be done. And in that case, the Lord had to come and move him and act through him. And this is surrender. Ahankar, I was calling Krishna Kesava today. What's the opposite? Ahankar means I'm the doer. I am doing something. What is the opposite of doing something? It said doing nothing. I said, no, that's not the opposite. That's the negation. That's the annihilation of doing something. Doing something means we become the something, not the doer. The opposite of doing is the something that is being done to. Sridhar told, we are the object. Krishna is the subject. That is surrender, to understand. Krishna is the subject. We are the object. What is being done to? We are the puppets in his pastimes. Something like that. And then, you want to translate that? Español?
Gracias, Maharaja. El Maharaj estaba hablando un poquito acerca de los pasatiempos del señor Nrisimha y su significado. También él dijo que era algo muy importante acerca de la rendición. La rendición tiene 6 aspectos y uno de esos aspectos de la rendición es aceptar, el devoto debe aceptar la protección del Señor Supremo. Ese es uno de los 6 aspectos de lo que es la rendición. Entonces el Maharaj también habla de que todos nosotros somos de seguidores de la línea Rupanuga. Y en la línea de Rupanuga, se hace énfasis, en la línea de Rupanuga se hace énfasis en Prahlad Maharaj, porque tratan de observar el estado de ánimo es del devoto y no adorar directamente al Señor, así como y Prahlad Maharaj es un ejemplo perfecto de esa situación. Por eso es que los seguidores de la línea Rupanuga intentan seguir el ejemplo de Prahlad Maharaj y su humor de servir, su comportamiento, y es como un ejemplo ideal para uno seguir y darle respeto. Eso más o menos, Prabhu.
Jai Haridananda Prabhu ki jai.
Srila Bhaktivinoda Puri Maharaj ki jai, Srila Bhakti Niskama Shanta Maharaj ki jai, Sriman Kesava Prabhu ki jai, Adityananda Prabhu ki jai. Devotee ki jai.
Maharaj, do you want to say anything about that?
Yes, Maharaj. Actually, this teaching of surrender, how Prahlad Maharaj got from the womb. That is so surprising, because we heard that he was listening from Narad Rishi when her mother was not listening, she was sleeping, but he was listening in the womb, and he could catch the message, and then he could preach that to even very difficult kind of people, the sons of the demons, and they were all convinced also by his dedication and his advice, and it make those teachers very much disturbed, sometimes who wanted to teach something opposite. So Prahlad Maharaj, the Santaras that he's worshipping Lord service, but later on we heard that he even done Rath Yatra of Jagannath, later part of his life, and then he came as Sivas Thakur in Mahaprabhu's first time. Narad Rishi and Prahlad together. Some say it is also is in Haridas Thakur, and also some places it written as Sivas Thakur. So he could get that mercy of Mahaprabhu from the Santaras. So seems that Lord is so merciful. He reveals to his devotees all the pastimes of the different pastimes, like he revealed to Ramanuja also. Lord Jagannath revealed about Navadip's secret.
Okay, next. Yes.
And also, it is not so offensive to think that the devotees of Gaudiya line, they are not so much giving that much attention to Nrsimhadev, because we see even in the pastime of Vrindavan, when Lord exhibited Narayan form, then they were not so much attractive. They offered Dandavat and they left searching for Krishna. And then when Radharani came, and that form also he could not maintain, and he became Krishna. So that form, even Mahaprabhu, that Narayan form, actually it is Krishna. That is there still in Jagannath Puri as Alvarnath, and Mahaprabhu used to visit that when he could not have darshan of Lord Jagannath during the Anusar. Means after bathing festival, there is fever that he experience. So at the time there is no darshan, so he used to go to see that Narayan form. That is actually Krishna, who shown that Narayan form to the gopis to see how they feel. It is not offensive in that way. We see that pastime exist in Krishna Lila.
Ariananda comprende, or you want to go on?
No, Maharaj, no.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. Next sloka from Bhaktivinoda. Swachande baiso he vatsa Sri Gauranga Dame Juga bhajana hao Rati hao name Mama Bhakta Kripa Bale Vigna Jave Dura Surachite Bajo Radha Krishna Rasapura. Nrsimhadev will say, dear child, sit down freely and live happily here in Sri Gauranga Dham. May you nicely worship the divine couple, and may you develop loving attachment for their holy names. By the mercy of my devotees, all obstacles are cast far away. With a purified heart, just perform the worship of Radha and Krishna, for such worship overflows with sweet nectar. So Bhaktivinoda is telling what Nrsimhadev has in his heart, what he would say about Navadvip. He would tell those who come to him, you stay here nicely in Navadvip Dham, Gauranga Dham, and chant the holy names and the association of the devotees. They will clear all evil things from the heart. And in that way, you can perform your worship of Radha Krishna very nicely and feel the rasa, the sweetness of that service. Yes, bro.
When you just read that, I remembered that Nrsimhapuri in Navadvip is the place Nrsimhadev came to clean his paws off. So his pastime with Hiranyakashipu was not in Navadvip. Only to become pacified at heart did he go to Navadvip. So when you read like that, I thought he came to Gauranga Dham to go back to his true heart, to calm down after his Narayan pastime.
Maharaj, do you have like the office of different states in USA at the capital?
What did you ask?
He's asking about the United Nations.
What about the UN?
Do we have UN in DC?
No, not UN. I'm asking in the capital of United States. Do they have the office of different, like we have states in India, Odisha, Bengal, like that, and the head office of those, states are there in Delhi.
Oh.
You have also similar system there?
Yes. Federal government is in Washington, D.C.
No, he's asking like the House of Representatives, how governor of each state is there to represent the state in the capital.
Yes. What about that?
In India,
like Parliament? Like Parliament?
No, not Parliament.
What?
But there is an office of each states, like Odisha has an office, and Bengal has an office there. So central government sends the command to the each states, and takes the report. So the head office is there in Delhi. So you have something like that in also USA?
Only we have that each state has their representative, and that is called the House of Representatives. Each state sends some representatives to some people to represent them. According to the population of the state, that many people, if they have more people, they will send more representatives. Less people, less representatives. Everybody can send those people representing the state to the capital, the Washington, D.C. And they vote according to what the people want, supposedly. But
Srila Guru Maharaj was giving this example of Indian system. That, the capital is there, and each state has the office there.
A representative.
So yes. Yeah. And he says that
the ambassador. The ambassador.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes. Ambassador is for the country, Maharaj, different country. But within the same country, we have, the state, like head office there. Actually.
Yes, representative.
Yes. So what Guru Maharaj is saying, Navadvip is the spiritual capital. And there are many dhams, and those dhams of head office is there in Navadvip. Like Nrsimha Kshetra's head office is in Navadvip, Nrsimhapalli, and Ajodhya's head office is also there.
The phone is doing too much at once and it overheated. So internet.
Okay, go back to the other one.
Yes, Maharaj, I think
we
had
had
problem con internet.
We had a connection problem again, yes.
Maharaj, can you hear what
now
I said?
Now we can hear, yes.
Maharaj, could you hear what I said?
Yes, I think I understand the meaning. What you mean is that each person has Krishna sends his representatives to everyone. Huh? He doesn't have to go.
No, Maharaj. Actually,
and representative of all Dham are inside Navadvip.
All Dhams are represented in Navadvip.
The head office head office of each dham is there in Navadvip.
Yes, okay.
Like Delhi have the head office of all the states. He says all dhams head office is in Navadvip. Of Ajodhya and Dwarka.
Which
And,
place? Which place in Navadvip?
in different places, like we have
Okay.
Ajodhya, we have in that Murari Gupta's place also there, and also we have this Kasi in Harihar Ketra, Pushkar in also there near to Godru, there is Madhava. So like that, it is there explained in the Navadvip Dham Mahatma. So Guru Maharaj says these are the head office of each dham. So Navadvip is like capital, spiritual capital.
Yes, and also Nrsimhapali was called Devapuri.
Devapalli.
Devapali. All the demigods came there. They had their house. Vishwakarma built houses for everyone. All the demigods came. Because they were all being persecuted by Hiranyakashipu. It was such a big demon. And when he was taken care of, they all wanted to come there when Nrsimhadev came to wash his hands.
Actually, Maharaj, these all dhams, they eternally reside in Navadvip.
Okay.
Like Pushkar.
Yes.
Pushkar, that dham is residing there eternally.
Like Vrindavan. All dhams are residing there also. And Navadvip and Vrindavan are non-different.
Non-different.
Huh? Español?
No, Maharaj, solamente un poquito.
Okay. Next prayer. E bole kabe mar mastaka upara sviya Sri Charana harse daribe ishvara amani jugala prem tatvika vikare daraya lutibo ami Sri Nrisimhadware. Saying this, will that Lord delightedly place his own divine lotus feet upon my head? I have experienced supreme love for the divine couple Radha Krishna and undergo the ecstatic transformations of Sattvika. Falling on the ground, I will roll about at the door of Sri Nrisimha's temple. So Nrisimhadev, he's praying to Nrisimhadev, please give me your blessings so that I may be able to worship the divine Lord, Radha and Krishna, with a pure heart, without all these evil things interrupting me. So now he's saying, if you can give me this benediction by placing your feet on my head, and then I will be able to experience the lila, the divine lila, the sweet lila, the love, the higher stage of love of God. That will be the fulfillment of my heart. And experience the ecstasy of that divine love. And that was it. So a devotional mood can also be expressed in this way toward Lord Nrisimhadev. Bhaktivinoda has shown how we can pray to Lord Nrisimha in the devotional mood. Also possible. Just like the gopis also, they were praying to, what is their name? What is the name they were praying to? Cupid?
Katyayani.
Katyayani, huh? Katyayani.
Yes.
They were praying to Katayani that they could become Krishna's wives, Krishna's lovers. So sometimes it's possible to pray like that for help to become Krishna's devotee. And that is considered devotional mood. To pray to become a servant of Krishna, a lover of the Lord, wherever we may find that assistance. We are requesting from them some help. We always pray, Vanchakalpatarubhyascha. We're always asking the devotees to give us help. So certainly Lord Nrisimha can give us help. We can pray to the Lord to give us help.
Nrisimhadev likes chanting of Hare Krishna Maharaj.
I'm sorry?
Nrisimhadev likes chanting of Hare Krishna.
Yes. He's advising us, and through Bhaktivinoda Thakur is advising to chant the holy name and live peacefully in Gaurangadam and develop.
I'm seeing here in Nrisimha temple in Nrisimhapalli, every day devotees coming and doing so much Hare Krishna Sankirtan.
Yes.
Yes.
Wonderful. Very auspicious. Good evil. Anyhow, we pray that this day we may be blessed by the grace of Lord Nrisimhadev, by the grace of Shanta Maharaj and all the devotees. That we can peacefully and joyously engage in our services, develop our consciousness, evolution of consciousness. Hegel has given a great deal of detail about the evolution of consciousness in his book. His books. I'm trying to collect some of that information and write it down so that devotees can study that also. Understand more detail. Of course, Guru Maharaj has given so much to that subject. Rai Ramananda Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is all about evolution, subjective evolution of consciousness.
Yes.
Each chapter goes from one level to the next, culminating in 10th canto.
Comparative study of theism.
En español, little.
Okay.
Prabhu, el Maharaj está hablando de que hay un libro muy importante, se llama La evolución subjetiva de la conciencia. Es un libro de Srila Maharaja, y el Maharaj está recomendando estudiar ese libro. Evolución subjetiva de la conciencia. Lo puedes conseguir en PDF y donde tratan todos estos temas altos. Y también anteriormente el Maharaj había dicho, el Maharaj también citó un poco Vancha Kalpa Taruya Chaki Paeva Sinduyeva Chapatitanam Pavanello Vaishnavas Namona Maha, cuando Vancha Kalpa Taruya Chaki, entonces que los devotos siempre tienen que estar, o sea, siempre ofrecemos reverencia a los devotos del Señor, porque también él mencionó que para poder conectarse es importante el sadhusanga y dar respeto a los devotos y estar unidos, practicar el nama, el harinama, y entonces eso limpia la suciedad del corazón, el harinama, el sadhusanga, y entonces si todos practicamos hermosamente, entonces nuestra vida será más feliz. Y aparte de eso, estudiar la Shastra, y está recomendando eso, evolución subjetiva de la conciencia.
Bueno, Prabhu, gracias.
Does everyone know the prayer of Namaste Nrsimhaya? Everyone know that? You know that?
Yes.
Maharaj, do you know?
Yes.
You want to sing that one?
But we want to follow you, Maharaj.
Want to follow me? Okay. Namaste Nrsimhaya.
Namaste
Nrsimhaya.
Prahlada Dayane. Hiranyakashipu Bhakshaha. Srila Tankana Kalaye. Ito Nrsimha Parato Nrsimho. Yato Yamitato Nrsimha. Bahir Nrsimho Hridaye Nrsimho. Nrsimhamadim Sharanam Prapade. Tavakara Kamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Shringam. Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringam.
Ahora sí. Tavakara Kamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Shringam. Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringam.
Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa. Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Jagadisha Hare.
Keshavadrita
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama
Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva.
Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jaya Gurudeva.
Jaya Prahlad Nrisimhadev ki jai. Jaya Jaya Srila Bhakti Niskam Shanta Maharaja ki jai. Lord Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Jai Samadeva Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Praise to all the devotees ki jai. Premanandi. Hari 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 Bol.
Vishnupada Paramahansa Parivar Jagatguru Srila Bhaktivinoda Puri Maharaj ki jai. Nrisimha Chaturdasi ki jai.
Hari Bol. Thank you. Hari Bol.